Hey, Rob here. Welcome to XD Live. Today's game is Rush Rally 2. It's by a company called BrownMonster Limited. That's an unfortunate name. But it is a great game, and I'm going to show it to you today. It is a rally racing game. The nice thing about it is once you buy it, that's all there is. You don't have to go paying. There's no coin system. Well, there's a coin collection thing, but there's no coins. There's no gas you have to buy. Nothing like that. This is actually a full freaking game. You just buy it for $3.50. By the way, the link's down below. And no, they don't pay me for this. I just like to show good XD games or Android games. But anyway, yeah, just none of the crap that I really hate about other racing games is in here. This is a full game, obviously a labor of love. It looks great depending on your settings and plays great no matter what. Let's go take a look and dive into it. Rush Rally 2. I'm going to hit B to go back. It's in a track mode. That's kind of neat, right? You don't see those a lot. Alright, if you look across the top row, there's my car and its class. The little helmet here, these are messages like your achievements. If there's a new achievement, you'll get a little indicator up there. These are settings. This is important. The first time you run the game, it will detect what it thinks your device's best settings are. I upped things a little bit from base. I added post-processing, which I'll try and show you later. Makes a big difference in the appearance of the game. It had it turned off by default. It also had shadowing turned off, which I turned on. Had reflections turned off, which I turned on to low. I didn't put any of this on high. I didn't go crazy or anything, but I did put it on low. You guys with an NVIDIA Shield with a K1 processor or an X1 processor might want to ramp that up a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to go check and see if this will run on the Shield set-top box or not. Anyway, those are really the only things you need to set. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There is a adjustment at the bottom for the ghost. For notifications right there. You might want to turn those off if you don't like notifications. It's never notified me of anything, honestly. So I don't know what's up with that. I've had it for a while. You can change it over to metric instead of the English system, which I'm American, so I use the English system, which is kind of funny considering the English use metric. Right? Alright, 4 modes of play. Championship. That is where you basically run the race alone, but there's other racers competing to get the best time. Darn it! Urgh. It went into down. Back out, I gotta keep moving. That's the problem. If you quit moving, you're in trouble. Back up, out of demo mode. You know, it's kind of funny. Before I tried actually doing a video on this, I had probably gotten a track mode once, so obviously it has to do with me babbling. Babbling. I'm not battling on any regular basis, or any basis, except maybe alcohol addiction. Nah, I'm just a drunk. Alcoholics go to meetings. I don't. Wait, did it really just go back in? Did I really just... Sorry about that. Anyway, the second mode is time trial. I'll try and back up to it. Where you basically race against the clock. There's no real competition here, so I really don't use that mode. We're not going to look at that mode today. But it's there if you want to. You know, a little relaxing drive. Here is a really cool mode, which is the skill games. And this has several different little races in it. Is that touch the screen? Oh, I gotta go next. There we go. All right, Roadworks. It's like driving in Wisconsin. Basically, there's road construction, and you try to avoid the road construction. Pretty funny. Coin Rush. Obviously, you're trying to pick up coins while you're racing. Trailer. This is the one I'm going to show you in a little bit. You basically have basically. You absolutely have a trailer on the back of your car, and they've got a bunch of soccer balls in the back, or footballs for you European folk. The skill gates, you're trying to do a slalom. Turbo rush, you've got these turbo pickups. Your car keeps going faster and faster as you pick them up, and you try and pick them all up by the end of the race, by the rally. All right, so there goes that mode as well. Finally, there's Rallycross, where you get to actually compete against other racers at the same time as them. So basically, there's a whole bunch of other cars on the track with you. We're going to go up and take a look at the cars. Here's something unusual about this game that it does different from other games. Your class determines how hard the other drivers are. So in other words, the game's going to get harder as you pick better cars. Yes, the better cars will drive better, go faster, steer better, but, well, not in all cases, but definitely go faster. But as you increase the type of vehicle you have, you also make the game harder. So the other competitors will go faster, making it a harder game, which is kind of unusual, and I kind of like it. It's different. Definitely different. There is a lot of customization. You're probably going to have to use this during the game. If you look, there's Drivetrain. Aerodynamics is important. Actually, those first two are the really important ones here, Drivetrain and Aerodynamics. I generally set my drivetrain so that I accelerate faster but don't have a really high top speed because I'm doing a lot of turning. Aerodynamics. If you increase the degree, of course, you're going to stick to the ground a little bit better. Brake bias. That's basically front to back. Also, by the way, if you don't know what something is, like front camber, you can hit a question mark and it'll explain it to you. How nice is that? Now, you could probably go through this whole game and never actually use these settings, but they're definitely going to help a lot when you're racing. Ooh, no, don't do that. Also, by the way, if you mess it up too bad, you can set it to default. But I am going to go a little bit up with that spoiler angle and hit next. So, a lot of settings. Yes, you can change the color as well if you really want to. There's not like a bunch of designs, though. Let's start with championship mode. Last time I was in 7th, I did terrible. Oh yeah, another thing to note here, if you noticed, when I went into the race, I picked the car. So, yeah, you don't actually pick the car on the main menu. You can look at your cars, but you're actually picking your car when you get into the race, which is a little bit weird. Next, let's go take a look at... Actually, we can just start going. You can do a ghost replay if you'd like, but we are going to hit go and start racing. A button accelerates, B button is the brake, X button is the hand brake, which is very important in this game. You will definitely need it. You will need both your regular brake and your hand brake, and you'll use them regularly. If you hit Y, you can change your view angle. Oh crap. That was not a good time to do that. Let's hit Y again. And there we go. We're back to our standard angle. Actually, a little bit forward there. If you listen really close, you can hear your assistant telling you which way to turn. I have the sound down a little bit, but you might be able to hear him. Very important that you be able to hear him because he will warn you ahead of time if you are coming up to a turn and how sharp it will be. Also, there is that convenient icon on the top. But another thing to pay very close attention to on your left is your map, which tells you what turns are coming up as well way in the future, so you can plan ahead. And definitely on courses with a lot of snow, you need it because it's really hard to tell where on the trail you are in the snow. I mean, really hard. I mean, and they purposely did that. This game, it's not made so that you can pour some money into it and just win a race. To win a race, you're going to have to actually practice at the track and get better at driving your car. Ooh, as opposed to just throwing a new engine in. Obviously, I need a little more practice there. Crud. I just started on this particular car, by the way. I'm not terribly good with it. Oh, man. I blew it, too, at the end. That could have gone a lot better. A lot better. Oh, ninth. Ugh. I'm gonna back out. Back out. No. Back out. Back out. There we go. Alright, next mode is going to be skill games, where we are going to try to bring this big old trailer full of soccer balls to the finish line. Gonna be fun. I'm gonna be terrible at it. Let's go. Oh no, I did missile strike. Crap. What a horrible accident. No! There's my ghost from last time. I've already blown it. Oh, crap. Yeah, I've blown it. Should have hung out with... Oh, come on. I've been hit, what, twice now? Oh. That's suckage. I didn't want to do that mode. Airstrike's high stress, man. Let's do trailer. That one took me a few to get through, too, man. Airstrike was hard. Look at them dance around like little molecules. I might be more careful if they would have, like, just made this a whole bunch of beer cans. Or beer bottles. Crap. Yeah, I just lost one. Just lost another one. It's not good. I think it's an automatic lose if you lose any of them. And now I have 17. Oh no! I cannot do it with this car. I tried this earlier with this car too and couldn't do it. It's just all over the road. Another thing from the do as I say, not as I do department is really, you should never be like full on the accelerator throughout an entire track in this game, because you're just going to fly off the road is what's going to happen to you. Here we go. No, no, no. Be careful. Be careful. Let's try and do this a little bit better. This car, it's definitely a lot more touchier than some of the other cars. Do it, come on. I'm gonna just ease up, ease up, ease up. Oh. These tracks feel so freaking long. You know, and they're only a couple minutes, but it feels like forever when you're trying to keep a bunch of soccer balls safe. Now here I mentioned you got to really keep an eye on the map. I'm not going to do very well. I can't really go as fast as I'd like. This car is just so jerky. Oh, no, 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 no. Got it. Got it. Floor it. And I failed. Not because I lost any, but I didn't get there fast enough, and it's like that. I mean, you got to do it fast. And unfortunately, this car's a little bit herky-jerky, but you can see I've done it, I did it 10, is that 10 seconds faster? I did 10 seconds faster last time, which is way better. And actually passed it. Everything's a matter of seconds, you know, in racing. Have I tried the in-car view? Yeah, I actually did it a little bit earlier. I was actually racing it. I don't do as well in-car view. You know, it's kind of funny. When I was younger, I used to always want to be in the car view. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's because I drive like 2 hours a day now. I don't think I want to be in the car. I just want to be behind it, watching it go fast. Maybe flipping it. Oh, sorry, we're in Rallycross mode now. Ooh, crashed. That is one thing I have seen with the game. It does occasionally crash on my GPD XD. I haven't heard a lot of complaints about it doing it, so it might be just an XD thing. But it's something to note. Not a big deal. Like I said, it's crashed like maybe 3-4 times in the last week or two, and I've been playing it quite a bit, so it happens. And let's hit next. There's our race. Good. Yeah, there's a career mode. It was the first one I went through. And both of these are technically career modes. I mean, there's not like a storyline or anything. It's not the type of career mode where you've got a storyline, but you can go through several different trophies and such. All right, now we are gonna, hold on a second. All right, I'll show you something here. I'm gonna turn off post-processing. And now you see the backgrounds? And now let's turn post-processing back on and show the difference. You see the lighting differences? It's a big deal, especially on races at dusk. You can see it a lot better with the post-processing on. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to turn post-processing on, even though it's a processor hit. That said, not much of one. I don't really notice it. I notice more the HDMI lag, honestly, right now when I'm playing. I notice that more when I'm recording than I ever noticed any differences that graphics changes made. Alright, again, this is a game... I wish I would have raced with a car I'm more familiar with, but this is a game where you do not just want to mash on the accelerator. Darn it. You know, I wonder if I can go back here. Let's quit out of this. Good. Here, let's see if we can switch cars here. I want to go back to stage 1. And I want to use a car I'm more familiar with. It's never a good idea to stream with a vehicle. Do a racing game with a vehicle you're not real certain with, because it's hard enough to stream and race. Even worse if you don't know the car very well. So let's try this. Let's try this, shall we? See if we get a little better results. By results, I mean me racing better. Alright, let's go. Beautiful scenery, though. And the game looks just phenomenal. If I look at the stream and the graphics don't look as clear, or at least don't look at least close to as clear as they do on the screen, I also record this at the same time. I'll upload the recorded version so you can get a little better idea of how nice the graphics really are. Here we go. Oh shoot. No, 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 no! Ah, what was I thinking? Shouldn't have done that. Alright, it looks like I didn't damage the car too bad, so I should be able to make it one more lap with it. Yeah, if you look at the top right part of the screen, of course, you can see your car damage. If anything goes red, it's not good. I just went red, see. Messed it all up. And that's pretty much it, man. When something goes red, you might as well just give it the heck up, because you are not making it through. And one, and go. Smack. Alright, now let off your gas. I did, too. There we go. I gotta do third or better. And he's racing on the grass! Alright, so now... There we go. Get it into first. Now I've slowed down. And it didn't hurt me that much this time. Come on. Can do this. Can notice the racing line too. Yeah, it's best to stay within that line. I'm not real good at that. Oh, come on. See, now I'm just racing chicken. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, I stayed in first. Get out. Alright, I've done pretty serious damage to my right wheel, but... Oh, don't! No, come on. Why are they going in so fast into that corner? No, hold on! Ah. Almost there. Just gotta hold it together. It's, right now the car is just almost completely out of control. Did it! Well, I at least landed second, and this car is beat to crap. So, not too darn bad. Not too bad. And we'll back up and get ourselves to the main menu again. Alright, so that's 3 modes. And that's 3, I said. 3 modes from Rush Rally 2. And this game is pretty darn good. I like it. $3.50. I mean, you really can't go wrong. Again, a game that doesn't nickel and dime you to death. And it's got good racing action. The graphics are really, really good, especially in person. The sound's pretty decent. It has a decent soundtrack. Of course, I'm not playing that because the usual YouTube crap. But just a well put together game, and obviously a labor of love. So I think it's really well worth it. And yeah, you know, links down below if you want to pick it up. Again, you know, I'm not paid by him for it, so it's my own opinion. Thank you very much for watching XD Live. I will be back in a little bit with TurboGrafx emulation on the GPD XD. Also, I'll be doing my usual whatever the heck I'm playing. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up and subscribe for more.